So I threw the Senate at him. The whole Senate. True story.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
You made it come out of my nose.
Go for Papa Palpatine.
You have a collect call from
Darth Vader.
I gotta take this. Hold on. Vader, how's my favorite Sith? Whoa. Just slow down. Huh? What do you mean they blew up the Death Star? Oh, who's they? What the hell is an aluminum falcon? Okay, so who's left? Are you me? Well, where are you? Wait a sec, you've been flying around for 2 weeks trying to get a signal? Oh, you must smell like feet wrapped in leathery burnt bacon. I'm sorry. I thought my Dark Lord of the Sith could protect a small thermal exhaust port that's only 2 meters wide. That thing wasn't even fully paid off yet. Do you have any idea what this is going to do to my credit? Hang on, I got another call. What? I'm very busy right now. Oh, well, where are they going? Huh, all right, just get me a turkey club. Coleslaw, I guess. I'm not even going to eat it. What are you getting? Yeah, see, I always order the wrong thing. No, I'll just stick with that. Okay, bye. Wait, what? Oh, cherry Coke. Thanks. Sorry about that. What? Oh, just rebuild it? Oh, that real f***ing original. And who's gonna give me a loan, jackhole? You? You got an ATM on that torso light bright? Now get your 7'2" asthmatic ass back here, or I'm gonna tell everyone what a whiny bitch you were about Padamame or Panda Bear or whatever the hell her name is. Oh, jeez, he's crying. Hey, come on, don't do that. Just, look, I'm just dealing with a lot of crap right now. Death Star blown up by a bunch of teenagers, I didn't mean to snap. Just get back here. Okay, bye. I love you too.
What I remember about the rise of the Empire is how quiet it was.
Yep.
During the waning hours of the Clone Wars, the 501st Legion was discreetly transferred back to Coruscant. It was a silent trip.
Yep.
Save it for the enemy!
We all knew what was about to happen, what we're about to do.
Knock it off!
Did we have any doubts? Any private, traitorous thoughts? Perhaps, but no one said a word. Not on the flight to Coruscant, not when Order 66 came down, and not when we marched into the Jedi Temple.
Yep.
Not a word.
I don't know. Call me crazy, but I don't think they deserve to have their bright future ruined by a momentary, minute, never to be repeated lapse of judgment.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Welcome, Star Wars fans. It's been a little while. We've seen the Acolyte episodes 1 through 4 now. Most of us, well, some of us, I guess, whoever's watching the show. I've mostly seen clips of it in other people's videos. I haven't actually sat down and watched the entire show, but I've heard everything that's gone on in this show, and I do not like what's going on in the show. It's just retconning things. It's making other characters' arcs insignificant, like Anakin's, like his whole origin has become insignificant because of these witches that have created life out of nothing using what they call the thread. It's the Force. Ki-Adi-Mundi, his character apparently is being retconned. His birth that was in 93 BBY has been changed to, Wikipedia put it at like 132 BBY, but that still wouldn't make sense because the Acolyte, I think, takes place that time, and he's a master in this show already. So they're trying to say he's like 200, 300, I guess. But I don't know how long Syrians live, but I never was sure how to pronounce his race's name. I think it's Syrian or Syrian. It comes from the planet Syria or Syria. It's spelled Cerea. We'll get more into his species and everything, his origin, and that. But yeah, we'll look and see why this makes no sense for him to be in the show and to also be around when there's Sith and acolytes running around. Because we all know this clip in Phantom Menace by now. I mean, it's been shared everywhere by now.
He was trained in the Jedi arts. My only conclusion can be that it was a Sith Lord.
Impossible. The Sith have been extinct for a millennium.
I do not believe the Sith could have returned without us knowing.
Hard to see the dark side is.
So I'm going to look at the clip from the Acolyte, from the actual show, and look at it closely and see how much Ki-Adi-Mundi is actually knows about what's going on, with the Sith during this time. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to share this Ki-Adi-Mundi Acolyte scene. All right. Full screen this bitch and play. I might have to turn it up. See. This might be too. Oh, let's see.
She is fast, but weak. Her emotions guide her every choice in combat.
Yet there is skill there.
Yes, someone has trained her.
But who?
So he's looking rough. This is supposed to be younger Ki-Adi-Mundi. This is supposed to be during his drug phase. He's going to all the nightclubs and stuff. Taking death sticks. He looks really bad. The makeup on him looks horrible.
She doesn't know her master's identity, but she fears him.
An apprentice who doesn't know their master.
His voice also has changed.
It's absurd.
Could this be a splinter order? Or something worse?
If there were a splinter,
This girl could become a major threat.
she's not disciplined.
Yet she eluded you.
Ooh.
And she killed 2 Jedi Masters.
Yeah, so inform the council. Well, watch what they do. Watch what they do.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, the Wookiee ends up dead by the end of this episode. He was in the show for like 10 seconds, and they killed him off screen, by the way.
The maid targeted these 3.
4. Including you, Sol. The 4 Jedi stationed on her home planet when she was a child. How odd.
Accusatory. Who made this chick the leader of this band of Jedi? Because she's not on the council. I don't believe she is.
She turns up all these years later, trained by one of our own.
You think a Jedi taught her?
Or maybe she is, and that's why she's bossing them around.
Even a hologram can tell me that. We must alert the High Council. The High Council would be obliged to inform the Senate. A scandal like this would inspire fear and mistrust. We should handle this ourselves.
So keeping secrets from the Jedi Council. But that'll go over well. And that makes no sense. That really makes no sense. None of this makes sense, though.
We must learn who trained her. Master Holden, extract Kalnak
It'd be easier to do that if you inform the Jedi Council.
from his post on Kofar and intercept May.
And if she doesn't come peacefully?
Not expecting it to come to that. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay, so they know she's a Sith acolyte, so her master you can assume is a Sith. So Ki-Adi-Mundi knows about Sith running around at this point. I mean, that's what they're saying without saying it blatantly. I really cannot stand this character. already. Like, I
Why
barely
didn't
know
you tell me about
anything
this?
about this character.
I
already
did.
know.
As soon as I knew.
No, Soul. 16 years ago. Why didn't you tell me there was a chance this poor girl survived?
If I thought there was, of course I would have.
She's like, why didn't you tell me? Well, I didn't know yet. Not until now. Now I've told you. That's so dumb.
But I saw her fall. No one could have survived that.
Yeah, that's what they said about Kenobi.
Let me be the one to bring her in.
Your personal connection with her and her sister is not a benefit here.
May's objective is not solely her own. You must.
Oh, this is Leslie Headland's wife, by the way. Well, I'm sure you know that by now. But that's how she got the job. A lot of these people were just handpicked by Leslie Headland to be in the show. No tryouts, no, casting calls or anything. She just knew who she wanted to work with already. This guy, he barely knows any English, and he's the best actor in this entire show.
Must know that.
I fear May is only a small part of her master's larger plan. A plan that is difficult to see. Some sort of shift. Something to tip the scales.
Apparently, her character is a big deal in the High Republic novels, which I haven't read. I really didn't care to read.
She resists arrest, and Holden neutralizes her.
It won't come to that.
Then the whole master will truly be lost to us. She will not surrender without getting something in return.
Do we have something she wants?
The Jedi live.
Okay, so first she was saying like attachments. We're not going to worry about those. And then she's like, do we have something she wants? Yes, something she's attached to.
In a dream.
Okay, and then that's just a promo. Okay, screw this. Well, yeah, you see Ki-Adi-Mundi is there. He's involved in this whole cover up from the Jedi Council. We got a Sith and an Acolyte running around. We got to find the Sith Lord, the Master. See, they're not using the word Sith Lord, but the Master of an Acolyte is traditionally called a Sith Lord, right? I mean, according to Disney themselves. So, by their own definition, this guy would have to be a Sith Lord. Okay, and we're not assuming gender here. It could be a girl under that mask. Knowing Disney, it probably is. They like to do that. It's like we got this character running around, badass, like can't be stopped, and then takes the helmet off, and it's a girl. Surprise, surprise! It's a girl. But okay, what we're gonna look at next is like Ki-Adi-Mundi stats, information, all that kind of stuff, like his other appearances. This guy, okay, he's kind of a big deal in the comics, the Dark Horse comics. He appeared in. He was in the Visual Dictionary for episode 2, which I have, and then what was it? Well, episode 1, 2, and 3. But the Essential Guide to Characters. That's what I was thinking about. He's in that. I'll bring up that entry. They don't mention his birthday in that. The Wikipedia were the ones responsible for all, keeping up with the dates and everything. BBY, which is before the Battle of Yavin, was mostly used to date things. And then let's see. I'm trying to think. Trying to think what the era after that was called. I don't have any of the novels right next to me right now, but that's what I mostly remember was BBY used to denote any time period before the Battle of Yavin. So the prequel era, before the rise of the Empire. Let's see. Ki-Adi-Mundi is right here. Okay. I'm going to share this. So we got right here, Wikipedia fandom. The Acolyte takes place around 132 BBY during the High Republic era, and it just takes a simple Google search to find this out, this stuff out. Oh, Wikipedia, the whoever's running that page really needs to just get off of there. Because they're engaging with fans in a negative way, and it's not making them look real good. I saw it a while ago. Yeah, see, he gets oh, look at that. The worst Jedi ever. He's getting a bum rap now. See, that's not his fault. That's Disney making him into an idiot. Just like they did with Obi-Wan, with Boba Fett, with freaking Luke, with everybody. Oh my god. These characters were badass in the EU. Here we go. Oh, that's when he died, 19 BBY. But the old entry said the old entry said that he was born in 93 BBY. Here's his apprentice. To see this immediately I thought of her when they said, "Oh, we got the first Asian Jedi in the show." I'm like, "No. No, you do not." Bolter Swan was already in this. She was at the Battle of Geonosis. She was in the comics. This character already existed. You guys are just ignorant. Derek Anderson, the DA, said these ass clowns literally just changed the birth date of Ki-Adi-Mundi on Wikipedia to align with the Acolyte's revisionist history. Disney Star Wars is garbage. Yeah, that's right. See, Wikipedia, that's this one right here. It's like Wikipedia, but it's just a Star Wars version. People can edit it whenever they want to, and somebody edited his birth date. I wonder if they changed it back when people noticed. Am I even on? I might be on Wikipedia right now. Yeah, I am. My bad. Now let me go to the. See if I can go to it. Fandom Inc. owns it. StarWarsFandom.com. What is this about? In late March 2021, Wikipedia held a vote to ban dead naming, which triggered debate within Star Wars fan circles around the naming of the non-binary artist Robin Pernavos article on the site. What the frick? A couple of the actors looks like cared about their portrayal of their characters in the story because they actually researched them. Alden Ehrenreich when he played Han Solo, and Felicity Jones when she played Art Jyn. Of course, she didn't have much to work on. They just had like the Catalyst novel that came out before that, and Rebel Rising. But I'm gonna actually look up the Wikipedia. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like a lot of people have been visiting this page. Let's see. No one is safe from the truth. The Acolyte. Warning, this page contains spoilers from the episode Day of the Acolyte. Caution is advised. Oh, look at this. I have a bad feeling about this. This article has multiple issues and is in need of major additions and/or work. Yeah, it's because they can't fucking decide on what year this guy was born now. It's just they changed it. Stupid. Idiots. It's like you could have used any character in this show. Why did you have to rip this guy from the prequel? Just for freaking member berries. That's all it was. They even had a Keldor in the episode too. Plo Koon's race to make people think he was Plo Koon, probably. But yeah, it was, that at least was a different character of the same race. Like they could have just had a different character of the same race. They just decided to have Ki-Adi-Mundi in it. Force-sensitive Syrian male, a member of the Jedi High Council during the last decades of the Galactic Republic. Following the outbreak of the Clone Wars after the first Battle of Geonosis, Mundi became a Jedi General of the Grand Army of the Republic. Like his Jedi colleagues, he led the Republic clone troopers against the Separatist Alliance forces in several battles across the galaxy, including the second campaign on Geonosis. In 19 BBY, before the Battle of Yavin, the third and final year of the war, the Republic was engaged in the Outer Rim sieges, during which Mundi oversaw the Republic invasion of Megiddo, which you can play this mission on in Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2, with his 21st Nova Corps under his command. During the invasion, Supreme Chancellor Sheev Palpatine, secretly the Sith Lord Darth Sidious, instructed. Yeah, we know that. That's when Mundi died. Despite Mundi's death, his lightsaber endured many long years and eventually came into the possession of the collector Dok Andor, who recounted some elements of its past to a sergeant of the First Order. Okay, that must be in the comics, which I haven't read all of them. I've read a bunch, but I kind of fell off the Disney comics. They were good at first, then this started to decline. Oh, okay. So now they don't even have his birth date on here, looks like. Because of the controversy. They don't even have his birth date on here now. Yeah, look, see, okay. Now they just added this in from the Acolyte. Ki-Adi-Mundi was a male Syrian who hailed from the planet Syria. In 132 BBY, Mundi was a Jedi Master of the Jedi Order and participated in a small council meeting called by Master Vernestra Rowe to discuss the emergence of the Force-sensitive assassin Mayho Anisea. Yeah, see, they just retroactively add this stuff in instead of making just a separate. They need to make a separate article for the EU and a separate article for what they deem canon, which we all know is not valid because they're always retconning their own crap. But instead, they just add to the same article, and then it gets confusing. Revisionist history, as usual. Vernestra Rowe. Okay, so that's her name. That green chick. Is she a member of the Jedi High Council? Probably, huh? Yeah. Okay, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares. Get to Acolyte time. Avar Chris, I guess, is a big deal. I started reading Light of the Jedi and just fell off. And this Avar Chris, whatever, seems to be a big deal. Like departure for Coruscant, detour on a joint effort, arrival on Coruscant. Let's see. Yeah. See, way at the bottom. Okay, yeah. I guess this character they've been pushing really hard because it looks like she's in everything. Here we go. Became a Jedi Master. She was 116 years old. Become a revered leader and a high-ranking official in the Order. By that time, she had become less prone to performing missions and dreaming, and became enamored with and in tune with the Force. Okay, so she's not on the council then. All right. So yeah, she's just like a maverick, I guess. Keeping secrets from the council. Yeah, that'll. Like I said, that'll go over well. All right, let's look back at Ki-Adi-Mundi and try to find if they have a see if they have a birth date on here. I don't think they do though. 33 BBY, Mundi collaborated with fellow counselor Yarrow Poof, teaching a class of younglings about dueling positions. Yarrow Poof, I remember his death in the comics. That's why he wasn't in episode 2, because he died in between. Master Khatri. Okay, yeah, that's Clone Wars. Oh, wait, Clone Wars right there. See, they got stuff from the comics. They got stuff from 3D Clone Wars, 2003 Clone Wars, I'm sure. They got everything thrown in, even though the timelines don't line up for, for all of them. Quinlan Voss, that's one of my favorite characters. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? That became a meme. All right. Well, doesn't look like they have a date for his birth anymore because too many people were calling him out for changing it. That's pretty funny. This unused concept, I think he had a disguise like that in the Dark Horse comics. Like they used this design, when he went undercover. Now, see, they were retconning stuff already. Like Pablo Hidalgo decided to tackle the contradiction, but see, he's got a green lightsaber here, and then he's got a blue one later. But I could see him. I could see it getting destroyed, like in between scenes, and then him picking up a blue lightsaber. Like that's plausible. But Pablo Hidalgo decided to write it into lore that Mundi's lightsaber had 2 kyber crystals. Like what? However, he did admit it did raise the question of why the Geonosians returned him his lightsaber after capturing it. Yeah. This guy Pablo Hidalgo, he's written the visual dictionaries, for Star Wars for years, and he's in the Lucasfilm story group. Like he's one of the heads of that, I guess. Supposed to be a supreme authority on Star Wars, and this guy can't even get his own canon right. Yeah, see here's Ki-Adi-Mundi's appearances. All right, stop sharing because something's going on with that site. It's being dumb. But you get the idea. They rewrite history and then pretend like it's like it didn't happen. Like this didn't happen. Okay, this guy's This guy's birthday was always 100 and something BBY, even though you know it's 93 BBY. And then okay, I didn't see this video yet. I wanted to check this out. Star Wars Theory apparently got into it with somebody from Lucasfilm, a writer from Lucasfilm, on Twitter about the retcon. And so I guess I guess there was some discourse there, and they quote unquote explained themselves. This one. All right. Oh wait, no, that's not it. This one. Okay.
I feel like a detective, unraveling things here and there. Just gets more and more juicy of how poorly put together this whole thing is. And please, guys, never go after the writers or actors or anything like that. I'm asking you on my behalf. Always criticize the showrunners. Yeah, never go after them personally. But you know what? Why didn't they get any oversight? Let's get to it. You wrote this episode. Here's the writer for episode 4. This is all overseen by Leslie
Yeah,
Headland,
these are the
right?
main.
He hired people.
These are the main things. He wasn't even born yet. He's not supposed to know anything about the Sith.
People to her discretion. You wrote this episode 4. Well, then I have a question. Why is Ki-Adi-Mundi in it? 1, he wasn't even born, says Black Zarson. He's not supposed to know anything about the Sith. The writer says he doesn't know anything about the Sith. Why would he? And we offered the part to Yoda, but he wasn't tech available. So a young Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Wait, what? What? They got $180 million for this show. They're saying the tech wasn't available. What is he talking about?
When these stepped in for the part. Hire me, man. I'll write these for free. Seriously, I'll write these episodes for free, dude. He doesn't
Okay, this person must be trolling.
know anything about the Sith. Why would he know anything about the Sith? I don't know. Maybe because in the Phantom Menace, the Sith haven't shown up for 1,000 freaking years. Why is he now?
Yeah, and now he's like, he knows that 2 Jedi Masters have been killed, and 2 more are on a hit list.
Now, learning that there is a fallen Jedi or a Sith with a red lightsaber who's going around training people to kill Jedi. And the person he's training is the twin sister of a former Jedi. A former Jedi who was created by the Force, along with her twin sister. And when Qui-Gon brings this attention to the
Yeah, nothing strange about that.
council, Ki-Adi-Mundi is like, what the heck? He's the top 3. It's him, Yoda, and Mace Windu, who approve or disapprove of this.
Yeah, Ki-Adi-Mundi's like, we got to tell the council, but the green lady said, no, we're gonna keep this between ourselves.
Why would he know about the Sith? We offered the part to Yoda, but he wasn't tech available. So I guess that's maybe Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's way of saying, hey, I don't think that we should put Yoda in this because he's just too big of a character that they could potentially mess up. And we want to keep him, if he's going to return, we want to keep him really sparingly.
Yeah, I think at this point they're like, okay, how many characters have we ruined? I listed off some a while ago: Luke, Han, freaking Boba Fett, Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen, Obi-Wan. The list goes on and on and on.
Like, why was she even killing Jedi in the first place then? I assumed she wanted revenge. Does her sister being alive remove her thirst for revenge then? I'm just having trouble understanding.
They even messed up one of their own characters, the freaking Grand Inquisitor.
How does one go from death to the Jedi to, for the Republic, screw this Acolyte guy? And it's true. She basically gets tired on the hike and she's like, you know what? My allegiance is now to my sister after like 17 years.
It's the same level of writing as the sequel trilogy. Like, the characters just flip on a dime. No explanation given. It's ridiculous.
And I'm just going to, I guess because she realizes her sister is alive or, so anyways, here we have the answer. She's not good in that moment. She's just super tired of this pointless, what she considers pointless missions and errands her master is making her do. Pointless. I thought that she wanted to get revenge on the...
A good writer would make this clear to the viewers that this is how she's feeling. Instead, we're just meant to project our own feelings onto this character, and that's not what you want to do.
He's Jedi, but I guess now it's pointless. There's no motive. There's no actual like personal motive in there, which is we all thought there was. And I think the revenge that really fueled her just isn't quite the same once she knows Osha is alive. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Did you consult Dave Filoni before writing this episode? Not before the actual writing. Oh. But after breaking, and he gives notes to all scripts and has to ultimately approve them along with the rest of the Lucasfilm team. So I guess Dave did approve that Ki-Adi-Mundi is in there. That's very unfortunate. I think to me this is probably the most shocking. You know why?
Oh, okay, yeah. And another live stream theory was saying he was defending Filoni. He's like, "Oh, I don't think he approved that." Like Kathleen Kennedy's got all the final say, right?
Why would he know about the Sith? Good question. He really shouldn't. The whole premise to me that Ki-Adi-Mundi is there really undermines his sentiments in The Phantom Menace, which kind of, to be honest, are like what really sets this show into being plausible and not plausible.
It's kind of what happened in Obi-Wan when the Obi-Wan show where he meets Leia, young Leia, has these adventures with her, and then in episode 4, it's as if they've never met before. Like she calls him General Kenobi. You served my father in the Clone Wars, and now he begs you to help in, with the rebellion. It's like she's heard of him, in episode 4, but never actually interacted with him. But then, retroactively, Disney went back and said, "Oh no, they had these adventures together. They were best buds." That doesn't jive with the rest of the lore.
So I can see why they wanted to put him in there, because it's like, well, if we put the very guy that completely detracts this show from making makes this show literally impossible because he said that no Sith has showed up for 1,000 years. If we throw him in there, then, okay, maybe it's going to be plausible now. But no, it doesn't, because now you have Ki-Adi-Mundi, who knows about this, now hiding it from the Jedi High Council, hiding it from Yoda. I mean, they were going to have Yoda in there. It's even worse, dude. We're going to have freaking Yoda. Could you imagine Yoda? Now we know that Yoda's not in the show because he's just not tech available. Dave being like, we don't want to give you access to Yoda, but we're going to say it in...
Well, hard to see the dark side is, especially when our Jedi keep secrets from us. Don't tell us when Sith are running around killing Jedi Masters.
Nice. They're very political, very Palpatine, I must say. I would just be like, hell no, you're not touching Yoda. Are you crazy? First of all, Leslie Hedden wouldn't even be on the project to begin with. So a young Ki-Adi-Mundi stepped in.
I wouldn't have her within 50,000 feet of a project like this.
A young, so young, we had to make his birth date 40 years earlier because he was that young. We had to literally change what was already established. And people are saying, oh, but it wasn't established. It was. He had a birth date. Many different sources, and one of them including is a Topps card. This was all done when George was in charge. He's 70 years old, dude. He was born 93 BBY. This is like, they're just changing stuff, bro. It's wild to me, dog. I don't know. I'm cool with change. I like that. But it's got to make sense. It has to, you can't be like, whoa, what's this big drop here? You can't notice it. It's just got to be calm, steady. Okay, this makes sense. This is...
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Like they just want people to just shut up and consume and get ready for the next one. Don't ask questions, just consume product, then get excited for the next product. Yeah, you're not supposed to question anything or call anything out. You're supposed to enjoy the slop that they feed you. Jesus. I was gonna. Valiant Renegade got blocked by Wikipedia. Let's see. I was gonna look up. I had this. Oh, I think this is it. I know that's just a picture. I had the video pulled up of Amanda. I hate saying that damn name. Amanda Stenberg dancing and singing this anti-white song. It's pretty much she's calling people racist in the song when she's the one being the racist. Oy. Looking for it now. It's gone down. See, I might just have to go to her page to do it. I don't want to get her any more interaction though that she's already gotten. Let's see. Oh yeah. This right here. Accurate. Now watch when we go to her page. Mandela. These posts are protected. Is that her? Is that even hers? Maybe somebody. I don't know. I'll find it. I'll find the video. I've seen some going around. I don't know if they're the full videos though. Let's see. This might be it. Valiant Renegades got he got blocked by Wikipedia. Man, that's funny. They're trying to say people are sending them death threats and whatnot. I don't think that's freaking true. All right, brace yourself. This is gonna be cringe. I think they showed the what you call it, the captions. Turn that down. I'm going viral on Twitter again. Open up the news to find some interesting things. Okay, I might slow it down. Hold on. And just turn the volume down. Turn it off. 20 million views interview from 2018. That interview she's talking about was with Trevor Noah, where they were talking about a movie about the Black Lives Matter movement. You'll see what she said. Trevor the King. Trevor is not a king at all, man. He's another race grifter. When I was a teen, I was running from city to city to speak on a story. You know the one. Police murdering a black boy. My people cried in the theaters, finding release. White people cried. They could see us as human beings, as if white people couldn't see you as human beings before. Like white people incapable of empathy, apparently, according to her. Trevor asked what I want the people to know. I say white people crying was the goal. And that's the quote that was floating around Twitter, that interview of her saying, "Oh, white people crying was the goal. If they could take one thing, what would it be?" I say empathy. Yeah, see, she's saying white people don't have empathy. Oh, that's why they mad at me? They splice lines, make hate they recognize. Whatever that means. But yeah, she's just bitter because people do not like the show. And she's blaming racism. Like, really? But how about the show's just really poorly written? Make it look like the same propaganda they spew. Because they conflate our pain with violence. And try to weaponize everything that we do. That's what you're doing, honey. The desperation of oppressors is rising. Wow. And now they're holding on to any old thing they can use. If you rely upon misinformation, then that tells me you're afraid of the truth. We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse. We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse. This is so. Oh my god. Just this chick is worth like $2 million. Goes out in her limo to this ghetto to dance and talk about being oppressed and how white people suck. They don't know empathy. Just because her show sucked and she can't deal with it. Dances badly. And now you listening, I'm gonna tell you something fascinating. They spinning woke, bastardize it, and appropriate it. Last I recall, woke was something we created. Speak truth to power. Keep an eye out for you silly racists. Okay, so she's calling Star Wars fans silly racists right there. And now they use it to describe anything they threaten. It's threatening. Remember when Gambino put it in the zeitgeist? It was all about the people recognizing bigotry, the power of community, not fodder for your clickbait. So she's taking shots at YouTubers and the media there. Speaking of which, journalists, I'm looking at you. Did you forget it's your job to provide the truth? So, did you forget it's your job to shield for Disney to run damage control, but instead you're exposing Disney now? Forbes, freaking New York Times. Yeah, see, any truth that these people like her, I'm not saying black people, I'm saying people with her mentality, if there's any kind of truth floating around, which is truth, but they don't like it, then yeah, then that's when they complain. Spreading divisiveness, mining the metrics and data. You mean spitting facts? The data, the metrics are that this show sucks and people do not like it, and you can't stand that. Seem you gave up all your ethics for money and views. Your bosses did that long ago. And I can tell that the people are tired. Yeah, they're tired of Disney Star Wars because it sucks. And the kids don't trust anything that they view. We can learn something from their discernment. The future's coming, and it's always the youth. Watch the face she makes. Yeah, I fear for the future of this country. This is the kind of role model that these girls are going to be looking up to. How long does this go on for? It says there's like a minute left. My sis said don't let it get to my spirit. But I'm sick and fucking tired of suppressing my rage. 400 years of taking their bullshit. All right, so it's all about those white devils. To compartmentalize like my ancestors had to encaged. If you don't confront the pain that you live with, it'll manifest as addiction, diseases, and hate. I've seen the infection repression can give you. I'm not going to be the next one sent to an early grave. Very poetic. Directed and edited by Amanda. So I guess she's also trying to become a director now. All right. Very strange, very weird. Very hateful at the same time. Like, she's supposedly, like preaching love and acceptance and all this tolerance, but at the same time spouting hate online, doing the very thing that she's accusing others of doing. I'm not saying to go attack this person. I'm not saying to bother her. I'm just pointing out what was going on. Like, speaking the truth. That's how I see it. This last thing is about this video. It's an article from Bounding into Comics. The Acolyte lead Amanda Stenberg responds to critics with original Juneteenth song, writes off unhappy Star Wars fans as silly racists. They need to do something about their ads on this freaking site. In admittedly one of the more unique ways of responding to one's critics seen in recent memory, the Acolyte lead, Amanda Stenberg, has authored an original song in order to express her discontent with those Star Wars fans who are unhappy with the series' direction. Yeah, it's like, what else could this be about? Titled Discourse, the track was released by the actress via her personal Instagram on June 19th, otherwise known as Juneteenth, and was pinned, as explained by Stenberg herself, as a quote-unquote clapback to her supposedly racist critics. Happy Juneteenth, wrote the Acolyte star, and to those who are flooding me with intolerable racism, since it took me 72 hours on my laptop to make this song and video, you got 72 hours to respond, and I expect choreography. Playing over black and white footage of Stenberg both singing and dancing to the song as she walks around the streets of Brooklyn. The song begins with the actress clarifying that her previous admission that, quote unquote, making white people cry was the goal of her 2018 film, The Hate You Give. Yeah, people were conflating that quote to The Acolyte, which is, an earlier statement. Not that it didn't still apply to her mentality now, but yeah, it was falsely attributed to the Acolyte. It was meant as a call to empathy rather than a desire to see said demographic genuinely hurt. I'm going viral on Twitter again. Open up the news to find some interesting things. 20 million views. Interview for Twitter. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the lyrics I just showed you. That's her in 2018. To this end, Stenberg then opines, "Oh, that's why they're mad at me." Yeah, that's the rest of it. Following this, the song enters into the first utterance of its simple chorus. "We so bored, don't fuck with your discourse." From there, Stenberg then takes issue with the evolution of the word woke from a term used exclusively by black people in reference to keeping appraised of the different ways in which they were being socioeconomically oppressed to one used by everyone as shorthand adjective meaning performatively liberal. Yeah, I think it's thrown around now as a term meaning like people that use diversity in order to get more clout or to get more money, like the DEI programs are considered woke. You're using diversity as a shield, basically, and as leverage for shareholders and stockholders. Investment companies like BlackRock, Vanguard, they buy into that. Then the journalist part, it calls out journalists. After a final run of the chorus, Stenberg then closes out the song with a personal insight into why she chose to write it in the first place. My sister said, "Don't let it get down my spirit." Yeah, all that. As the old adage goes, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. that's how he ended the article. He didn't give his. I thought he'd give his opinion. I'm gonna look at the comments though and see what they say. Just when you thought the power of many was peak cringe, this comes out. Yeah, episode 3. I don't know if I talked about it that much, but episode 3 was really stupid. The whole ceremony and everything, the witches. The woke doesn't have peak cringe. They go bankrupt well before they run out of ways to push the envelope. I'm with. Okay, yeah. Say what you will about President Trump. I'm with him on wokeness. Everything woke turns to shit. We're all laughing, but Spencer here had to listen to the song, write the lyrics for our amusement. Bro took a bullet for us. Oh well, Star Wars had a good run. Oh, dang it. And I just started this Star Wars channel too. Fudge. That's it for today. That's all I got. Coming up on an hour. I think that's long enough. And we'll take it out with this.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
Alpha, Reader's Escape. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitudes.